shut that shit up to. Go ahead and prove the time's over till it be done.
Yeah, we've already, like I said, we haven't attacked the point.
No, you made some dumbass argumentation that I wasn't paying attention to. So go ahead and repeat yourself so I can hear you.
Sure.
Go ahead and state your argument again, son.
It's directly acknowledged in Spider-Man 1 that Spider-Man is Toby's invincible compared to Goblin. And yet it's directly acknowledged within the fight under the bridge, I believe it is, where he caught the train car that his arm directly came out of socket or almost came out of socket. That would indicate that his limit is somewhere around small building level. However, within No Way Home, he's capable of contending with Tom, yet within his first instance or his first appearance in a MCU as a whole, Tom has relativity to characters like Bucky, and Bucky's capable of damaging a stronger Iron Man suit than one shown in the Age of Ultron.
Yeah, prove basically, that Bucky's going toe-to-toe with Spider-Man thing is inconsistent. Stop shotgunning, bitch. Anyway, go ahead and prove
it's literally the same point, you nigga.
Nigga, those are multiple sub-points in one argument. Are you dumb as fuck or are you slow?
What sub-point? What sub-point?
Hold on, sir. Were you not just talking about him being, Spider-Man being almost invincible? Then you mentioned Goblin almost having his arm like taken out of its socket. Then you mentioned the fact that Tom went toe-to-toe with Bucky.
Which is all
three
what
sub-points directly. Those are
no. Those are not all sub-points, dumb fuck. They are all
those not sub-points? Oh my god, yo.
No.
Niggas is actually slow. Okay, cool.
No, sub-points implies that there's some sort of difference between them. They're all literally the same point. I'm speaking my point from the beginning.
To the same
No. Shut up, monkey. Because if you remember my point from the beginning. If you remember my point from the beginning was that this thing was inconsistent. In order to show consistency, I would have to show multiple fucking instances in the first place. You dumb fuck.
Nigga, muting and ad homing is not.
No. Attack the
anyway,
point.
like I said, so if I make the claim that 2 + 2 = 4, and then I break down what those numbers are and what those binomials are those not sub points feeding into one central point? Dumbass. Silence.
No,
pure silence. Again.
No,
so like I think
sub-points have some sort of distinct factor between them.
Prove that Bucky in Civil War is going the same strength against Iron Man that he's going against Spider-Man.
I think there would be some sort of distinct factor between them to make them a sub-point.
Okay, I already fucking God.
So the fact that we're no longer talking about the overall. Okay, so again, like I was saying, in order for the point to be made about consistency, you would have to reference multiple points. That's not some sort of sub point. I'm not changing the point. I'm not referencing fundamentally different distinct situations. I'm referencing how in the overall premise of strength, speed, durability, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the scaling of these characters is fundamentally inconsistent.
Are you done? Are you like? He's not refuting anything that I'm saying. He's trying to create this arbitrary ass rule saying that there has to be a complete, distinct differentiation between the sub points and the point at hand. That's not the case at all. I just brought up a complete example of how. Can you shut the fuck up?
Wait.
God, shut the fuck up.
No.
If you're gonna mute
are you under the aware? Are you under the assumption that sub points are similar or not distinct from the main point?
Sub points are related to the point at hand. That's why they're called sub points. That's why they're related to the point at hand.
So what is the distinct factor or the discerning factor?
You're trying to correlate the idea.
No, shut the fuck up. You just agreed that it is distinct from said thing. So what is the discerning factor, you silly monkey?
You got this nigga so far up this nigga throat. That's crazy. How am I losing?
What is the discerning factor, you silly monkey? What makes it a sub point?
What the fuck are you talking about? Niggas just waffling and saying anything. So again, you're talking about how there's a complete distinct difference between a sub point and a point. Go ahead and substantiate that real quick.
You literally just agreed to it, so now you'd be backtracking.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
What did you just agree to? Wait. So what did you just agree to? Wait. So what did you just agree to? Wait. What did you just agree to?
I directly said that again. I think that a sub point and a point have some form of relation to each other. That's why it's called a sub.
And what was the thing that I asked you after?
I don't give a fuck about what you asked me.
No, you stupid monkey, you're lost. What was asked after?
Is it in relation to what
was asked after? You fucking you donut.
All this nigga does is just literally mute and add on. That's all he does. Again, where are you defeating?
I'm muting and ad homing because you're not attacking the point.
Where are you proving the
question?
Hold on, shut the fuck up. Where are you proving the arbitrary rule that it?
Answer the question.
Where are you answering the rule that it has?
What was the question after, and what was your response?
Where does it have to be?
What was the question after, and what was your response?
Where you substantiated that?
Yo, is Prac here too? Because we can get.
Where have you substantiated that?
Like,
where have you substantiated that has to be
he's just
completely
not.
distinct?
He's just not understanding the point. It's fine.
I don't give a fuck about what you think I'm not understanding. Answer the question, bitch. Tell me, when the fuck did you ever substantiate anything completely different? Answer.
Literally tripping the fuck out.
I think that to progress the conversation, like you're giving your interpretation of what you believe a subpoint to be, or some iteration that's connected to the main premise of his argument. I don't think that matters. He already told you what he's defining this as. So can you attack the actual substantive bridge that he gave between Toby and Tom?
Tell me the
Because it
bridge
seems like
he
you're
gave
just fucking
since you want
losing.
to dick ride. Tell me the bridge he gave.
So the bridge that he gave was the scaling bridge between how Toby has an extension, and that's his limit, right? And the character in the comparative analysis breaks through that limit. So what's your
Okay, so now
attack
my
towards
question
that?
then becomes, right, where is he now like substantiating this
Your
idea?
question in becomes, you're a fucking
Okay,
idiot.
10. Shut the fuck up.
Like, you're an idiot.
When do we now enter a situation where he's proving the fact that a subpoint, right, has to be completely distinct
shit.
from the main
Dog
point?
shit.
Lost.
You're fucking dog shit. You're fucking
Literally
dog shit.
fucking lost.
Yo, drop this nigga off the panel.
So you just got ad homs. Is this all
I
this
just
nigga
explained
can
to
do?
you.
Is this all
I
this
just
nigga
literally
can
explained it to
do?
you.
Is this all this nigga can do?
Drop
Your
off the
ass
panel,
is
bro.
fucked.
Get
Is
this
what
nigga
niggas
off the
scared
panel.
before?
You're fucking dog
Tell
shit,
me
bro.
where the fuck he substantiates.
Niggas just explained it to you in 3 different shades, and you're still confused.
Answer the
Nobody's trying to talk to you,
question.
bro.
Answer the question.
Why is that question even valid? Why is that question even actually cognitively useful in the conversation? What the fuck are you
So
talking
he
about?
doesn't substantiate the
He's
claim that a
lost,
subpoint
man.
has to be completely distinct. So with that
Why
being
is that
said,
question
at
even
that point, the
cognitively useful in the
subpoints are
conversation?
still in
Completely
relation.
distinct.
Shut the fuck up.
No,
The subpoints are still in
completely
relation to the main
You
point at hand. So
you silly monkey.
Here we
If
go.
it were completely distinct, it would be
Y'all niggas are ass, bro. Y'all
entirely
niggas are
different from the point in question.
it would be
They would be
disanalogous.
two
Why would
separate
you want it-
points, you silly fuck.
Yeah, why would you want it to be disanalogous? That doesn't even make sense.
You fucking idiot.
Hey,
Oh my god, you're a
hey, bro,
literal donut.
you off the panel, my nigga. Not off the panel. You off the screen. Got to come back to that.
Fucking burger, dog.
Fuck, if two things are completely distinct to one another, for example, me and Kakarot are completely distinct to one another. We are two entirely different people.
Wait, come back up here. What do you?
Yeah, that's just like not what
Everybody
Don
else
said.
gonna
He
go
just
on
said
mute,
it
bro.
wasn't the same.
Tell me. Send me my rec. Just come up here. Everybody gonna go on mute.
He says send him his rec. Gang, this is bad for you.
Did that
What are you
nigga
saying?
change his name? Was his name like historic or some shit?
Yeah, his name was historic.
Yeah, that nigga stay losing.
They on everything. I've been seeing this nigga lose
Oh,
every
he's
single
going
time.
with this shitty Toby over time. I
Never
just
seen this
realized
nigga win a
that.
debate.
Oh God, I haven't.
Like, fucking horrible.
Kakarot, take my dick out your mouth kindly, nigga. I'm on an alt. Take my dick out your
hold
mouth.
on,
You already
hold
beat
on,
the fuck out of you on
said, brother,
Avatar. We can do that
don't-
shit again. Your ass is
don't-
fucked. Anyway, with that
Brother,
said,
the whole
I
live
never
was
made
laughing.
any claim about an assumption of an extent. I don't give a
The
fuck about
entire
that shit.
live
He
was
made
laughing
the
at
claim,
you.
right,
I don't
that
even-
again, these subpoints are completely and distinctly unrelated to the main point.
No,
he has
that's not
at
the
hand.
case. So let me explain to you.
so he
So
never
you can
claimed
have a
for
higher
Number
order
5, you
relation.
silly monkey.
Hold on. You can have relation in the higher order sense, right? That creates an actual relation to where they're not super non sequitur to one another, right? But when he's saying they're distinct insofar as the actual content being utilized, I mean, like, read this nigga's comment. Since I don't think you could understand English. Read this nigga's comment in chat.
You're lost.
Maybe you can understand.
Because they have the. Well, no, it's all right. You probably can't read. You're
Like,
lost.
3v1.
You're assuming
Hey,
that because they have the same extension that they
mind,
have,
don't say
or
nothing.
that they have the same sense. The point is related to what you're saying.
Why you keep leaving?
Fucking burger brain moron.